All right, we are live. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Hiker Hangout. This is a place where everyone is welcome. Welcome. We are very happy all of you are here today. We have a couple special guests on today's episode. Mr. Tom Walker from Following Walker's World and Senior Hiker 77. All right. And of course, this guy, Metro on the Move with a mustache. That's right. I'm growing a mustache for November. Yeah. I haven't really talked too much about that, but I'll put that up on the screen in a little bit. So how you doing, guys? Tom, how are you?
Doing real good. Thank you.
Awesome. Senior Hiker 77, how is your Friday going?
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, guys, I put together today's episode just because I got something in the mail. And I like unboxings just like the next person, but I think for me to see it the first time is probably good for everyone as well. So you get that authentic reaction. But I'm really excited about the product that I'm opening today because I have an announcement that may shock you guys. Ready for this? The fact that I actually use the products that I show on my channel. I actually use those products. So when we go through today's unboxing, I'm actually really excited about this product because I've had some back issues. That's right. Recently, I hurt my back again, and I've been having some issues. So before I go into too much about that, today's product will probably go with me on most of my hikes, and I'm really excited to use it to see how it'll help with my back. But before I start talking about what I got, I want to ask these guys what they've been doing recently, and if they may have something they want to share with the hiker community, as that's what today's episode is all about.
Well, I've got something really. Listen, you know, the smaller channels. I just recently got a comment. You know, I've had an issue with the chair. If you watch my last few videos where it hits a nerve and it makes my leg go to sleep, and I asked for somebody that had confirmation. Well, one of my subscribers called Tree Riot. He just notified me that Nemo Moonlight chair is one that's 26 inches instead of 22 inches, and it may solve the problem. So I've got that in my wish list, and I commented, I answered his comment and asked him to measure that for me, and he said he would. But since then, I did find where I think it's 26 inches, which will move it away from that nerve on my leg. That was so having these subscribers and asking for help really works for me.
All right. Well, I'm really happy to hear some of that engagement from the community, helping out with information. Again, sharing is caring. And I remember that dead leg you had just on that recent trip. Well, I tell you, that scared me pretty good. You shot up like a light, and I was just like, "What's going on here?" And you're like, and I was freaking out, and you're just like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's just my leg."
You thought I just keeled over or something, but this happened about 4 or 5 times. Now, John last week, he was with me at Pine Mountain Trail, and he can verify it happened right in front of him 2 years ago in 2020.
That's fun. So, Tom, tell us a little bit about what's been happening in your world since, you just got rocked by Nicole down there. How are things with Florida? I mean, just as a whole, and what's been going on? Are you doing any hikes? Tell us a little bit about what's going on in your world.
Well, yeah. Nicole, that kind of like fizzled out. That wasn't as bad here as I thought. The eye of the hurricane, as I've been through so many of these, that when you see a Category 1 come through, you're kind of like, it's not that bad. And all of a sudden that it kind of jogs to the north a little bit. And when you're in the southern quadrant of that hurricane, you're not going to get it. So I'm in like the Jensen Beach, Stewart area of Florida, and up around Vero Beach and Sebastian. They got it, but not that bad. But along, there had been incidents where there was a lot of flooding. There was a lot of docks that were knocked out. And people did suffer through it, but me personally, it was kind of very light, Nicole, and we all know Nicole. I asked Nicole, I said, Nicole, be nice to me. Make sure that you're as nice as a hurricane as you are a person, and she was. So we had nothing. I went out, raked up some leaves, and picked up some stuff, but it was pretty harmless. So as far as what I'm doing, we're planning on, since we're not going to be here for Thanksgiving, we're going to do a backpacking and a van trip up into this. It's an abandoned town in Florida, in the central part of Florida, called Kisso, and it's along the Kissimmee River. And you have to get a permit to get in there, and they allow you to have the whole area to yourself. So I have it for 3 days for Thanksgiving, the day and that weekend. And so we're bringing the kayak up there and everything. And so we're going to be hiking and kayaking, bringing Dexter with me. Nancy's coming with me. So that should be a good weekend. And that's my plans, my most recent plan for right now.
Hey, one more thing about Nick Cole, the hurricane. Didn't you say that the eye was supposed to go right over Jensen Beach where you live?
That's correct, but it went a little bit north of us. I've had plenty, like we went through Jean and Francis and Wilma, where these were category 3s and 4s that the eye went over top of us. And that's pretty amazing, but it's also really scary. But I'd say Nancy and I, since we've lived in Florida, we've been through probably 15, 20 hurricanes. And so far, we're still here.
I tell you the truth, I had to laugh when I left the house this morning. My neighbor asked me, "What did I think about the hurricane last night?" And I said, "I don't think anything. I was sleeping." And my wife chimed in and said it was really windy and raining, but I didn't hear anything.
I can chew up some of that Jensen Beach rain, though.
Yeah, you wanted to sand some up.
Well, as we get into it, I will say next weekend I'm really excited because I'm going to be on the Appalachian Trail, actually jumping out there with the Further Shuttle Appalachian. My buddy Donald and I are going to be doing a little hike. I'm not going to say where, but I'm going to be doing a weekend trip with him. Also, if you guys are ever in the Atlanta area or up in the North Georgia mountains, I should say, and you're looking for a shuttle, make sure you check out the Further Shuttle Appalachian. They provide a great service. And if they can't help you with the days and times that you're trying to get picked up, they do have a great network of people that they work with. So keep that in mind. So next weekend, I'm going to be on the AT, got big plans for Thanksgiving. I'm going to try and do a lot of hiking while I'm out there. So hopefully a lot of new videos are coming on the way. So before I get into the unboxing though, again, guys, is there anything that you might have picked up recently that you want to share that you've been testing, or is this brand new to you that you might want to reference?
Well, the Right On Track meals is something that surprised me. I was the Wandering Monk, Dan Noble, recommended it. So I bought a couple of 1 servings. They were $6 each, I think. And I was pleasantly surprised at how good it was on my last outing.
So it's pretty good.
That, the Right On Track meals. Now I've ordered a couple of more since then. And I'll be trying those out too to see, because the chicken Alfredo pasta, I give it a 4.5. I don't say I want to take it on every trip, but I will buy it again. I will eat it again.
All right. So Right On Track, the chicken Alfredo, and it's, how much was the portion? Was it like 6 ounces, 8 ounces? You said, was it enough for one person, or could you share it?
Actually, it says on there it's a generous serving, and that I will agree. It was, when I first looked at it in the pot, it looked like a 2 serving, but it was generous. It filled me up. And actually, I can't just take 1 spoonful and say this is wonderful. I had taken three spoonfuls before I could comment that it was okay. And in fact, I finished that pot off in no time.
So on a rating scale, using the Buckley taste test, you said you couldn't do it in your video. What rating would you give Right On Track Chicken Alfredo out of 5 stars?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the Buckley number 5 is you buy it and take it on every trip. I'm not going to do that. That's why I couldn't give it a 5. But in the comments, I did. People asked, and I give it on the Buckley scale, I give it a 4.5.
Oh wow! 4.
I'm not going to take it on every hike, but I will buy it again. I will eat it again. So that's where we at on the Right On Track meals.
Okay, so Right On Track, if you're watching this, we like your product, and we would like some more to maybe try some other flavors, not the chicken Alfredo. We know that's a 4.5, but maybe there's something else you could try. So if you're watching this, we'd love to try that out. Again, we are hikers that use products that we get and actually take them on trail and actually use them. We don't just talk about them. We actually use them, like them. And if we like them, we'll promote it. So
Yeah,
we'd love
it was not given to me. I bought it, and I was pleasantly surprised.
well, samples are always good, though, right? Samples are good. We wouldn't turn it down if they said,
No,
"Hey."
I'm not gonna turn down no sample. In fact, I got it in my wish list. Some what is it called, Bouganese or something? I don't know. And the other people recommended some too, and I'm gonna try them all.
Okay. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing those videos because I'm sure they're on the horizon. Mr. Walker,
Yes.
anything you want to throw out there picked up recently?
Some people, there's companies out there that sent me something. As a matter of fact, I saw Crow in the chat here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but last year he was he turned me on to this Get Out gear, and I know they're doing that chair with the trekking poles, and I think you're going to get into that. But they also came out with they have a puffy and a double puffy. Now I have been using the down puffy. Okay?
Yeah, that's a great product.
I didn't want to go out and buy a 0-degree sleeping bag. This thing's really light. I can take my Enlighten equipment 20-degree down bag, and I can use this with this and turn that sleeping bag into a warmer one. I mean, the quilt into a warmer one. And this Get Out works real well. So they reached out to me and they said, "Do you want to try our synthetic?" It's called a down double puffy, and I haven't even opened it yet. So when they sent it to me, they sent me another down one. So I said, "You sent me the wrong one. You sent me another down." So I'll probably do a giveaway, and it'll be part of that. But eventually, they did send me another one of these synthetic ones. So I'm willing to try it out. It's a really good company. I know they sell these for around $60, $70. And Brad from As the Crow Flies Hiking, he likes them. He's the one that turned me on to them. And so they sent that to me, and I was real happy to get it. And I'll use it in combination with my Enlighten Equipment 20, especially when I'm cooler weather. Put this on me and then put the quilt over me, and I won't have to spend another $350 on a quilt.
Yeah, I feel like I think we have somebody saying, "Hey, send it my way." So big shout out to
that was me. That was me.
So I also want to give some shout outs before I get into the unboxing of today's episode. But we've got a few people here again, just running through it. Lots of people on today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Glenn, Brad, I think he had to dip just a few minutes ago. Jason Outdoors, good to see you, my friend. Ibuprofen, no, that's not going to be the unboxing. That's going to be something completely different out there. But again, thank you so much, guys, for being here. It's really all about community. And I guess, you know what? Go ahead. Oh, hey, Nancy. Hey, John, look who's on the screen, my friend.
Look at
you know, I'm hooking up my laptop so I can check the comments.
Hey, look at this shirt she's got on for you.
Oh, hey, Nancy, how are you?
Where are the clothes on?
Yeah, I always notice your shirt, and I always notice the cookie spatula. I look for those two every time you on the screen.
Is that Andy?
That's Andy.
Hi,
Yeah.
Andy.
Hey, how are you?
Tom talks about you guys all the time.
We have a lot of fun together, and it's like we look forward to getting back on trail. I think that Tom was talking about coming up in December or maybe January. Is that correct, Mr. Walker?
You guys have fun.
Mr. Walker, you said you're coming up to Georgia, though, in December or January. Is that right? So maybe we could jump back on the Pine Mountain Trail?
He
Absolutely.
won't answer you if you call him Mr. Walker. He wants to be called Tom.
Oh, is that why I didn't hear him?
Oh, okay. Now it all makes sense.
Oh, they're respectful. I like that. What's that, John? Oh, Altoids.
Getting ready to do my everyday carry.
Everyday carry. So what, have you got your stuff together that you're going to put in that box yet?
I've got most of it. I carry most of it anyway, but it's in a ditty bag. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it over and bring it into this Altoid can. I like that idea.
Well, I actually have something here that I want to show you guys. I picked up that goes well in one of those Altoid cans. It's also something that you may want to think about picking up yourself. I don't get commissions from this stuff, guys. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. I promote stuff that I like. I don't have any affiliate links, so if I'm promoting stuff, I'm just letting you know it's going straight to the product itself. But here it is. This is a torch light. It's 200 lumens. And it may not look like a lot, but the cool thing about this is that it's also rechargeable. So I have it up on my screen here. I can go ahead and show you a little bit more about it. But I picked this up just a few weeks ago. But the cool part about it, I don't know why it's not, there it is. I don't know why it's not loading up right away. But again, if you look at this flashlight, super small. It would fit in that Altoids can. If you haven't seen this before, it's only $15, $16. Pretty easy to pick up, and I think it's a great product. So again, I haven't had to charge mine since I got this, so I'm really excited about this new product here. So if you want, I'll make sure I put a link later on how to get to that. But that's the mini flashlight keychain, 200 lumens, and again, it's rechargeable. It's got a little charging port on the side here. I don't know. I'll go back to the big screen. They make me the primary. Here we go. So it's got a rechargeable area. Again, very small. I've been using this also to walk my dog at night, so it's a cool little thing to have. Again, Christmas is coming, or the holidays are coming, so you might want to check that out. 200 lumens, pretty awesome. But before I get into other products, again, I had an unboxing that I wanted to talk about here, and that's what the point of today's show. So we just saw some stuff from Get Out Gear, right? Those blankets. Oh, hold on. I got a little something here I want to show you. All right, that was pretty dramatic. I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think is in this box? You know, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Another flashlight?
This is a huge flashlight. Yeah. It's actually the bigger version of the flashlight I just showed you guys. No, actually, you probably just saw the brand that Tom Walker had put out there. But the reason why I'm talking about this brand is because I've been using that same blanket for the past year, if not year and a half. And I've been using it a lot during the summer months. And I do use it as a backup quilt as well to help with the warmth, right? And it only weighs a pound, so why not take it with you? But I also take that quilt with me on every single trip. In fact, before I do the unboxing, I know I'm kind of building up to the suspense and the drama. What's in the box? What's in the box? We all want to know. No, I'm going to show you what's in my day pack real quick because I think the proof's in the pudding. Let me go ahead and grab my backpack real quick, my day pack, and I'll show you what's in that.
I know what's in that box.
Hey, John, what are you doing, buddy? Let's you and I talk here.
Well, I'm trying. Tell you the truth, I'm trying to load up my laptop because I don't know how many people's online, but Andy needs to tell these people that how they can get on the Hiker Hangout. You know, if they want to be on this show with Andy, there's a couple of things he needs to tell them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into that then. You're right. So there's a lot of podcasts out there that, you know, maybe you have to jump through hoops to get on. I mean, a lot of times it's difficult for people to communicate and so forth. But I want to let you know that my channel is really all about community. And the people that you see in my videos are actually my friends, just like I hope it's pretty natural. So we have a little bit of echo there. So if you could turn down the volume on that device.
John, that's
you turn down the volume.
I turned it off. Hey, give me a minute. Y'all too quick.
But what I was saying is that what I like to see in videos is shout outs. So I don't know if you've seen me giving shout outs to some of my friends like Crow, Backpacking with Buckley, obviously a Senior Hiker 77, Tom Walker. We all kind of work together in a community. And how that happened was really just watching each other's videos, calling each other out, leaving comments, and over time we became friends. And I want you guys to kind of do the same with this channel or all of our channels, you know. Leave comments. Make sure you hit that like button if you're watching this, by the way. Go ahead and smash that like button. But what I was saying is that the shout outs, I'll make sure I share you guys on my community page. I know how hard it is out there to get subscribers and so forth. And I'm really all about community. So share the wealth, you know. Give me a shout out. Let me see it in the video, and I'll shout out your channel as well. You know, as long as you're not doing anything controversial, you know, I'll give you a shout out on my community channel. But also, as we develop, you know, rapport and so forth, I'd probably like to pull you on a channel like this. You don't have to be a superstar hiker. You don't have to be through hiking the AT or doing the Triple Crown or whatever it might be. I'm pretty much interested in every type of hiker out there because everybody's got something to share. What do you guys feel about that? I mean, don't you guys feel that you don't have to be a super hiker? You could be part of a community. With,
I always promote my friends and subscribers. And you mentioned Jason Outdoors, and if in my last video that I released Friday, I give him a shout out. I don't think he commented yet, but I try to give all my friends at least when I mention them, I try to at least put them in the description just to help promote them.
Right.
And you know what? I want to give you kudos on when I notice when a new video comes out, how you share it amongst you put it out there for other people to see. It's not your video, somebody else's. And I'll give you a thumbs up on that, buddy, because really doing that.
Well, listen, you don't realize it. I've got a second channel. And why I'm mentioning that, I'm not telling nobody because it's just a private channel for just a very select few friends. But let's see, damn, I lost my thought.
Let me go get my tin whistle, John.
No, let's see, what was I going to say? Daggone it. Well, it may come to me in a second. All right, sorry. Lost my train of thought.
All right, while he pulls that together, what Tom was saying is that if you have a community page, right, the best thing you can do is share someone else's content. I mean, of course, your video's out there. That's great, to Tom's point. I'm not sharing my own videos. I might do it every now and then just to kind of get that extra little boost. But I think it's more impactful when you see a video or see someone that you like to share that on their community channel, or my community channel, promote other people. That's the whole point. So that the reason why they call it a community channel is not like, hey, let me take my video and promote it to myself and my own audience, but taking other people and introducing them to the people that are watching your channel. So again, this is a hiking community. We're all in this together. And again, we appreciate the feedback. Splitting Knocks Archery, thank you for saying you love our videos. We appreciate the support. It looks like John's got a thought there.
It came back to me. Yeah, I wanted to mention that actually the hiking community, we're relatively small. And there's only a very few viral videos that get out there. Very few of us make it into the thousands and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Very few get there. So it's important to promote everybody, no matter what level, because I love seeing new people. I'd rather see a new person go through all the aches and pains we do buying gear, and I'd rather see that than somebody that's got 100,000 subscribers that's been doing it for years and all. That's why I mentioned the other channel. There's other channels out there. They can get 1 million subscribers. We can't do that. It don't happen. We have to keep our community to ourselves and join any and everybody's that's out there. If they're putting in the effort to hike, they're putting in the effort to go out there. You need to subscribe to them and help them out. You don't necessarily have to hit the notification bell, but you need to help them out. It's a small community of us, very small.
That's right. That's right. It is a very
brother. Preach on.
Preach on. Preach on. Well, I tell you what, that is again a good point. So again, in your videos, if you see someone that you like, make sure you make reference to them in your videos as a nice gesture. But at the same time, if you make sure you are sharing that content. Again, we share stuff on Facebook. But if you have a community tab, you're already there. We encourage you to share other channels. But also, with that being said, in the Hiker Hangout, as we get to know you, we'll probably bring you on the show. We want to know about you, the new individuals that are joining our community. And I think that it's great to have that versus the super hikers that we've all seen. And I'm sure that we'll still watch them. I mean, I don't need to drop the names of the famous hikers. We all know who they are. But the point is that I want to see new hikers come and join us. I want to see more people on this channel. And I want to make sure it's more open because I'm sure everybody has something to say. So let's make sure we stay on the positive side within the hiking community and lift each other up.
Yeah, everybody can make a contribution, no matter how small. It's interesting to see them go through the process we go through of getting budget gear to upgrading to, higher gear. It's just interesting to see how they go through the same process.
That's exactly right.
Too is that we've been doing this for years, and I know, and you got to go back sometimes to the basic stuff, and you don't realize that sometimes these people that are coming onto the YouTube videos are just starting out backpacking. So when you do these things about stoves and tents and all that, it's all new to them. And so you got to remember that these people are just starting, and they need, like John was saying, they need our love. They need to have these subscribers. They need to let themselves feel like they're part of this community. And we're not that far, or anybody's that far advanced, where we're doing so many different videos of different things that are better gear or whatever. I know there's new communities out there right now. Like I was noticing on here that I met Cash Max up there at the Red River Gorge. He's just starting his channel, and he's doing really well. And there's so many people that are just starting this. Like I can't even get into it, but they're all good people. They're all part of this hiking community, and I love to see them do well also. And,
Yeah, you meant to say caveman.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, I tell you the truth, I'd rather watch one of these guys that's just getting into this stuff than to watch somebody who's been around for years and years, has already peaked out and got their gear all in line. I want to see these guys struggle like the rest of us did to get there and go broke trying.
Well, maybe help them out not to go broke, but journey.
Well, before I get into that, I also want to mention, you've probably seen me wearing this huge mustache here, right? And there's a reason for that, and I'll go ahead and share with you what I mean by that. In short, I've been raising money for men's health, right? For what basically there's an organization called Movember, right? And I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. Basically, they raise money to help with various different projects, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, men's health, mental health as a whole. So I'm raising money for charity. I'll put a link down below. We only have $50 to go to our $200 goal. I'd love to see if you guys can contribute $1, $2. Again, I don't really take any money from affiliate links or anything of that nature. So this is kind of like my way of giving back. It's promoting charities. And this is a great charity. Again, Movember, for the month of November, you grow out a mustache and look ridiculous, right? But at the same time, it's all about raising money for a good cause. So I wanted to throw that out there. I'll put a link down below, but on Movember, if you just search Andrew Miller, that's my actual real name, not Metro on the Move. Go ahead there and just donate if you can. I would really appreciate that. That would be awesome, guys.
I'm trying to grow one, but it's white and you can't tell I got one.
It's just part of our white face here. It's like you can't see it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So I look like Anthony Kiedis. I was actually watching the Red Hot Chili Peppers last night with my wife, and I was like, yeah, actually with the little the 90s version, right? That's funny. All right, guys. So let's get into this unboxing because it's really killing me. I'm pretty sure that there's people out there that want to know what's in the box. But before I do that, again, I wanted to show my day pack of what I take with me on every single hike. You might notice this little hang tag here. This is from the Pinhoti Outdoor Center. They just had Pinhoti Fest in, I believe, just a few months ago. And I was actually able to see a lot of people there. In fact, Crow was there, the entire Pinhoti Mafia, Brandon Max, that would be, and a few other people that came by. It was a lot of people. We were just trying to promote about the Alabama Triple Crown. But again, Pinhoti Outdoor Center, I want to give them a shout out because we actually stayed at their hostel during the Alabama Triple Crown. So they gave me this tag and I keep it on my pack. So I wanted to show you that. But anyway, so in the pack, I've got my Thermodrop thermometer here. I've got my Rail Ultra Press and an umbrella. But inside of my day pack, I wanted to show you this because Tom was making a point to showcase products that they take with them on trail. And it's actually funny, you were talking about get out gear. That's what this has been going with me on every hike for a year and a half. This product is incredible. And I mean, even if I'm not doing it overnight, especially if I'm on a a cliff or anywhere I'm at, just where there's a lot of breeze, sometimes I'll put this on as a nice little snap. It's a cool little poncho. But again, it's fun. I mean, using products that we actually use, promoting them, that's exactly what we talk about. So big shout out to Get Out Gear. Use this blanket. This is the down blanket. You have the synthetic. I'm a little bit jealous of you because I've been looking for a synthetic as well. So I might end up picking that up as well. But the Get Out Gear down puffy blanket, this has been a great product. I have a video about this. I actually compared it to the Rumple blanket. It's on my channel. Again, I'll put a link in the description down below later, but if you want to, you can check out my opinion on that. Oh, there's a brand new one. I like that one too. Is that the synthetic one we were talking about?
Synthetic, yeah.
All right, so I've got other items in here that I take with me, but I wanted to show you that I actually take this with me on my day pack. But anyway, so I'm sure everybody wants to know, what's in the box? What's in the box? I was so grateful to get this because, again, I've been having some issues with my back, and primarily because I've been using the wrong chair. Now, the chair that I've been using before is this FlexLite Air chair. In fact, here it is right here. And John, you know, you've had problems with that as well. You said it's too small because it cuts off circulation in your leg and things of that nature.
Exactly.
Can you tell us a little bit about that while I pull the box up?
Yeah. Oh, I told y'all prior to
Yeah.
well, week before last, even last week I had John Diddy Bushcraft and Outdoors with me, and it was his second hike with me, and I was sitting in my Trekology chair, and I was telling about the time I was out with you the week before last when I fell over, you know, and you jumped up all excited, thought I'd keeled over dead, but my leg went to sleep, and I have to do a control down because I can't stand on one leg, and but I think I've solved that. One of my subscribers recommended this Nemo Moonlight chair. It's more than, it's 26 inches instead of 22. So I think I got it solved, but I'm gonna have to get that chair and see if it solves that problem.
Before you check out any chair, I think that you should check out what I'm about to pull out of this box from Get Out Gear. That's right. They actually sent me a chair to test out, and that's exactly what's in this box. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up here for everyone to see. But as I'm doing that, I also want to pull up on my screen here what this looks like in terms of the site so everyone can see. This is the Get Out Gear Trek chair. Again, this is a trekking pole chair. It comes with 2 trekking poles, and you actually put this on the back, and it extends the back area. So what's cool about that is that you might get some more support. So again, I don't know anything about this product as of right now. Again, I'm just now getting this, and I'm going to go back to my screen. In terms of getting this out of the box, give me 1 second, pull this up. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what's in the box firsthand. So I hadn't seen this, so I'm kind of looking at this straight from Get Out Gear. They put a little note. Hey, Metro. Looking forward to connecting. So I got to talk to the boss himself and see what he says about this product. But I want to pull this out and show you what it looks like firsthand. Looks like they sent me a patch. I will definitely sport this. I have patches all over my pack. So thank you so much for sending me. I'm really excited about this. But also inside the box here, we have a sticker, a little hologram sticker. That's going to go on the board here. So again, guys, I have all of you guys' stickers. So if you have stickers, make sure you send them my way. But Get Out Gear, you're going on the board here, buddy. Thank you so much for sending me that. And inside the box, we have a couple items. Let's go ahead and pull them out. This looks like it's the trekking poles. Now, I have carbon fiber trekking poles, and I believe that's exactly what these are as well. So let me go ahead and pull them out so you can see them straight out of the box. All right, here it is. Oh, looks like I've got a little bit of a snag. Okay. All right.
You need some box training.
Well, you can obviously tell it's not scripted. So, all right.
Yeah.
Here they are, guys. This is the Get Out Gear trekking pole chairs. They have a cork top here. That's really cool. I like that. And they also come with the bottoms removable. And there's the points. I don't know if you can see it. But obviously, we all know what trekking pole chairs look like, but these look to be a little bit thicker. I believe the weight on these, let me pull up the screen just so I can have the facts here so we're all looking at the same thing. All right, so it says these weigh 7.8 ounces each, and it says the total weight, I believe, is 1.5 pounds, and it's reclining, stable seating up to 250 pounds. So, John, as long as you're under the 250-pound category, it looks like this might be a chair to consider.
No, you got to measure the front for me. If it's over 22 inches, it might be. If it's 22 inches or less, not going to work for me. Hi, Jackie. RVA Hiker Girls online.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. There we go. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to RVA Hiker Girl. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. We have Daniel Mullins. We have Artemis in the Woods. We have Jason Outdoors, Caveman Hiking. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so I'm going back here to my unboxing. What else is in the box? I assume it's the other portion of the chair. And look on here. This is funny. We were just talking about sharing other people's content. Sharing is caring. That's right. Making sure you share other people's content within the hiking community. All right, so I'm going to open up the stuff sack here. Let's see what's inside. I've been waiting all week to do this, guys, so I'm really excited. I'm seeing this for the first time. And I'm going out this weekend, so I'm going to be able to try this. But also, John, if you're watching this from Get Out Gear, I'll be taking this with me on my Appalachian Trail hike next weekend. So you actually have a product out there on the AT. You actually see someone using it and testing in the field on the AT. So pulling up the frame here, the difference is where the trekking poles actually go in. You can see that there's a little bit of a difference here on the back. So again, if I'm going to the website, I'm going to pull this up so everyone can see this, so it's not just me holding up product. Again, this is a chair of its own class, under 2 pounds, pound and a half, right? Lightweight, compact, easy setup. So as I set this up, I'll actually be making a video, so I'll be able to share that with you as well. But this is the Get Out Gear Trek chair. It's a trekking pole chair for those that are just joining us, weighing in at 1.5 pounds. So I'm really excited about this product, and I can't wait to try it. So that's pretty much what's in the bag. I do have, obviously, the chair itself. And then obviously it has a higher back. There's other chairs out there that have that high back, but I really think that's going to be key because, again, the chair that I was using before is shorter and I'm having back issues. So I like the fact that this is adjustable and shows more support on my back. I'm really excited to try this out in the field. Thank you so much, Get Out Gear, for sending this my way. And again, I don't get paid to do this stuff. This is really just an honest review. I believe, you know, the last video I did got about 8,000 views. So hopefully that was good, just promoting your brand. Because I actually love your product. I actually use your product. So that's, again, a big difference between this channel and other channels. I actually use the products on an ongoing basis, not just because, hey, it's something to make money off of, right? This is actually good stuff. So what do you guys think about the trekking pole chair?
Not until you do a review. I can't comment.
No, first impressions. Like you guys, we were just talking about various different chairs out there. What do you think about this concept?
I got a negative concept.
I got one too. Just one.
Okay.
Just one.
Tell you what, if you use trekking poles, okay?
Yeah.
So the camp. Which are you going to set up first? Your tent or your chair?
That was my con too.
Well, so that the comment you just made there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Isn't there other types of hikers? I'm sorry, campers.
Oh, there is, absolutely. So I mean,
So-
the whole campers. Yes.
What about hammockers? They're
Oh,
not-
there you go.
That's what I'm saying. So what if you're using a hammock? So
Fine.
on that point, I'm sure you've probably seen my videos. If you're not watching, I'm Metro on the Move. Make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying today's show. But when I go out on my overnights or just weekend trips, right, I do have other products that I use, like a hammock. You know, I don't have the nicest hammock, but inside my day pack, I always take a hammock with me. So if I'm setting up, just lounging, you know, or doing an overnight, I have that as an option. Now, I'm not a full-time hammocker, right? So I can't say, oh, this is what I do. But on my day hikes, I always take a hammock with me. I do embrace the hammocker communities. We're not exclusive just tents here. So this product, I think, would be great for those that use hammock as their overnight system.
But Andy, I did think about that. So if you do come to camp and you stake out your tent and you put your chair, you're sitting around, the only thing you'll have to do at the end of that night is to take your trekking poles out and put them in your tent. So it's doable. And I really do like this chair. Believe me, I love the high back. I love the whole concept of being able to bring trekking poles and the chair. It's a winner for sure.
That was my idea too, Tom, where you'd actually pitch your tent and then pull the trekking poles out and use your chair until you go to bed. Then you can stick them back under your tent, pull it taut, and be done with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess us old guys, John, we're just literal. We think about
Hey, Debbie Anderson said that she thinks it might be my physique and my age why my leg goes to sleep.
Well, I'll tell you,
I am very curious how wide that bottom part is, just how many inches it is. Very curious about that.
and you're missing another type of camper, right? Not everybody is a trekking pole tent camper as well. Like I have multiple tents that I take with me, including the Copper Spur UL3 bike pack tent by Big Agnes. I love that tent. I also have the Fly Creek UL1 tent, and both of those are freestanding. So this would be something that could work for me for sure. So again, I'm excited because I love Get Out Gear. I've been using that product for almost 2 years now, that down puffy blanket. And now I've got something new from the company that I like, and I can't wait to try it out as well. Now, it's going to go through a couple different tests. One is going to go through the overnights and the day hiking, but I want to use it for a good bit just to see, you know, if I like it, not just for 1 or 2 trips. I'm going to be using it over the course of the next month. So you're going to see this probably pop up in a few videos. So you actually, what's that?
Push your bubble. I've hiked with you before, and I've hiked with you when you had the freestanding tents. You don't use trekking poles. So you're going to be hauling trekking poles just to use a chair.
I don't know. That's not necessarily true. I do use trekking poles.
I've never seen you use them. I didn't see you use them at Hanson's Point.
I used one on Hanson's Point. That's not correct.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Alabama Triple Crown, I think you did use them there.
I did. You know why I had to? Because I was hurting. I mean, at that point. And again, I've been using them a little bit more frequently because I've been having some back issues. So when on that note, you're probably going to see a little bit of a different Metro in the upcoming years. I don't know if I'm just getting older. I know that's no excuse, right? But at the same time, my back's been hurting, so I gotta figure out ways to distribute the weight a little bit better than just, you know.
I think JB Hikes.
John can carry your trekking poles.
Hey, I think JB Hikes just made J3 Hikes just made a comment about Paul Messner did a great review, but that UL chair is only 20 inches this way, and that don't solve my problem. It's got to be more than 20 inches. In fact, it's got to be more than 22 inches. It says J3 Hikes, but I think it's JB Hikes. You might have just mistyped it. I'm not sure.
And shout out to Cash Max because look at him. I like using one pole just for down. I'm telling you, man, the knees, the back, I got to start doing something different. And I've been using one trekking pole in those situations, especially if I'm carrying more weight or if they're longer hikes. But John, I will admit, I don't always use trekking poles, especially if it's only a shorter distance. I don't see the need in doing that. So, you know, let's be honest here. That is true. 1 to 5 miles, I'm not really breaking out the trekking poles.
I'm just pulling your chain. I want to see how you handle that negative comment.
Well, Debbie's laughing all the way to the bank. Look at that. See, Debbie
yeah, she's laughing.
So anyway, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. That was my unboxing. But Again, I'll be doing some videos in the near future talking about products that for Christmas, right? That was one thing we're talking about was this flashlight, this little $15, $16. That's an excellent stocking stuffer. And it would fit in that Altoids tin for you there, John. If you're looking for something for your EDC kit, this would be a great option. In fact, this might go in 2.0 for myself.
Yeah, I already saw it on your EDC video, and I already flagged it in my my list, Amazon list, my wish list. Already got it flagged.
Well, here is another product that I'm thinking about getting here, and this is actually I already have this one. This is the Lever Gear cable kit. So you'll see here, this is more or less a shortened cord, and I like this again because I'm able to fit this inside the tin, and it doesn't like have to coil up. So those nibs that you saw in that EDC kit, this is going to be my upgrade here. Again, $15 Christmas gifts or holiday gifts. This is a great stocking stuffer. You might want to check that out. But the cool part, again, about these shorter cords is the fact that you can use these smaller nibs, the USB-C, or for the nibs for your iPhone. Great stocking stuffer.
And I'll tell you another stocking stuffer that I was intrigued with was that those toenail or fingernail clippers. Yeah, I carry one, but mine is much heavier than that one you had in that EDC kit.
What they were like? They're called like Mr. Green or something like that.
They made out of surgical steel or something, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. They're surgical grade nail clippers, but they're really super compact. I'm typing it in here again. I don't get paid by these affiliate links, so I'm just wanting to pull this up and show you what it was. This is something else that's gone in my EDC kit. It's been an upgrade for me. That was something I featured on my last live stream. This is something super light here. I'll go in the specs in just a few, but this is what you were talking about there, John. This is
That's exactly what I was talking about. I've got that also in my wish list. If anybody wants to see my wish list for Christmas, I'll send it to
them. So for those watching, I'll be doing a video very soon on these gifts, but the reason why they're cool again is this low cost gifts, and any hiker would probably want this stuff. So I'll make sure I put the links in the description down below, but I wanted to share that with you. The other thing that I wanted to share was this gaffer tape, right? This is something that's new for me. This is in replacement of duct tape. And the reason why I like this is because it doesn't leave that residual. So if you need to do an emergency patch, you can use this instead of the duct tape without leaving all that residual. So if you haven't heard of this gaffer tape, this is 1 inch. This is what I've actually spun around and put in my new kit. In fact, I have, made a small sample here of what I do. Is I loop it around. I'm gonna go to my screen. Make sure I'm big here. So I've made this small amount of tape and I loop it around. Yeah, I've seen people put it on their trekking poles. I have that as well. In fact, I've got duct tape on it right now. But that's what I've been putting in my EDC kit as another option as well. So guys, we're coming up on 48 minutes. Looks like we've got a couple people give us some shout outs here. Looks like Daniel Mullins, we have Cash Max, Uncle Paul Persists. We've got Nick and Rachel. What's going on? They have the kit.
Wow, yeah, they online.
Yeah, big shout out, big shout out.
They go everywhere. Those two.
So Daniel said that.
In fact, her video today, she's sitting in that chair. You gonna do a video on? She's sitting on the top of a lookout, and she's sitting in that chair.
Yeah, I saw the video. Big shout out. I mean, yeah. And that's another great example. Again, they're always on the move, no pun intended. And again, if Nick and Rachel are going on their adventures using this product, obviously they're using it in the field as well. I love that video, by the way, guys. Great job on that. So if you haven't heard of Nick and Rachel, I don't know what rock you guys live under, but I am grateful to be friends with them. We've been friends for several years at this point. We had a chance to meet almost a couple years ago and hike up to Yonah Mountain. That was a great trip. I met them at the top, actually. That was a really cool experience. So big shout out to Nick and Rachel. Thank you for joining us as well. Looks like we've got another joiner here, Trailhead Junkie. Go and say hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. So, questions from the community. If you're enjoying this episode, make sure you hit the like button. We're, again, wanting to bring more people on this hiker hangout. You don't have to be a superstar. We're all normal people here. So if you guys want to join this channel, make sure you hit me up on Instagram, hit me on a DM, let me know. But also make sure you're sharing other people's content on your community page. Oh, looks like John's got something he wants to say.
No, I just wanted to comment as Daniel Mullins is telling me that the Angels Mika chair is 22 inches wide. That's not wide enough. I've got 22-inch wide chairs. In fact, I got one that Tom Walker gave me, a Huey Dewey or whatever the name of that one was. It's 22 inches and it still does it. It's got to be more than 22 inches. Thank you, Daniel, for thinking about me, though.
Oh, looks like the Bird Jay's got something to say. Shout out to Tom and John for Veterans Day. So, did you guys do anything fun for Veterans Day? Did you get any discounts anywhere for being a veteran?
Well, I'm not a veteran. The only thing that happened while I was in the service was the Bay of Pigs with John F. Kennedy. That was the only thing. A veteran has to be a veteran from a war. I didn't serve during wartime, so I'm just an ex-service guy, not a veteran. How about you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm an ex-nuclear submarine guy.
Yeah, but I'm not a vet from any foreign wars or anything. Just served my 4 years and got out.
I'm a Navy guy. Go Navy.
Hey, my son just made Chief Petty Officer. He just got it a couple of weeks ago. Chief Petty Officer.
Yeah, your son's real well. He's doing real well in the Navy. Gotta be proud of him.
Yeah, it made him a full-fledged human being now. He come out of that 7 weeks of training that they have to go through. I was amazed. It just fixed him as a human being, made him a full-fledged man and human being.
We got Cash Max is saying that he's an Air Force guy. He's in the house too. So to all the service guys there, thanks for your service.
Let's give a shout out to Cash Max, right? Have you guys been watching his channel? Have you seen any of his videos?
Here and there.
Okay.
I don't know why. He's here and there for me. I do watch him, but not that often.
So for you guys watching this channel here, anybody that has not heard of Cash Max Trail Time, make sure you check out his channel. He does a lot of great hiking. He does not get enough credit for the places he goes and the views that he gets to see. So that question was kind of big. I watch his videos all the time, and you should too. So make sure you check out Cash Max's channel. Great channel. I'm telling you, once you start seeing his videos, you're gonna keep watching them every single week. What was that, Tom?
I was just saying he's really coming on with the hammock stuff. I mean, he's been getting a lot of presents in the mail lately doing on his channel, and he's a hammock guy. He's loving it, and he's really loving the YouTube thing. So shout out to him for sure. So
Cash Max is out there on the West Coast. Max is up in Tennessee. I think you got the two mixed together. But Cash Max was just on the, yeah.
You're right.
He was doing the Virginia Triple Crown, and I just saw a video this week on my community page. In fact, the reason why I'm referencing that, we're all talking about sharing is caring, right? So on my community page, there's a link to that video that Cash Max just did from the Dragon's Tooth on the AT doing the Triple Crown.
I watched that one.
See, so we are watching.
Yeah, that's it. Watched that the other day. Yep.
Yeah, good stuff.
When you said Dragon Tooth, I remember that one.
So anyway, big shout out to Cash Max. Make sure you check out his channel. So again, if you guys could do us all a favor, make sure if you guys want to be part of this community, make sure you embrace the community, share other people's channel, and lift everybody up that's in this space. So what I encourage you to do, if you're watching videos that are similar to you, make sure you comment and make sure you lift up those channels that are just starting out and share their content on your community page as you get larger. And again, I do the same thing for people that I see. I always want to share their content because I like the videos. I think you guys will too. So again, make sure you check out my community page. I'm always looking for people to showcase. I like shout outs as well. So if I see a shout out in your video, I'm probably going to definitely put you on my community page. So make sure you give me a shout out in your video and I'll definitely put you on my community page. Definitely want to hear from you guys. And if you're enjoying this episode, again, make sure you hit that like button and tell everybody about the Hiker Hangout. We'd love to hear from you. Like to put some comments down below, things you want to see on the upcoming episodes. Love to hear from you. John, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to reinstate how simple it is if they want to participate in your Hiker Hangout. What are the couple of things that you would ask them to do to help promote it? You know, the community page and whatever, post a short or whatever.
So one, if you like my videos, share the videos. 1. 2, if you like your hiking videos, try and like others and share them as well. So it's not just my stuff. Make sure you're sharing other people in the community. And then 3, give me a shout out in your video and send me a link. If I see that, I'm going to obviously highlight you on my community page. But again, it's all about sharing the content within your community, because the more content you share, more your audience will see it. So everybody needs to share the love, share the channels, and obviously the content that you like. Make sure you're doing that on a regular basis, because that like is great, the comments are great, but sharing it really helps broaden that audience. And again, make sure you're sharing not just the superstars, share like people that are just starting out. Make sure you show them some support and some love on their channel as well. That's how you get on this channel. And if we like your channel, obviously, and you got some good back and forth, we'll probably ask you to come on this channel as well. What are you guys saying?
I agree with you, Andy. It's so easy to share content. It's so easy just to hit that share button and to be able to promote everybody. I just think it's a great thing. I love this Hiker Hangout. This is really good.
Yeah, I think this is going to be big because you inclusive of everybody. We don't have to have superstars. You're not asking for, you're asking for people that's putting the effort in out there on the trail, buying gear and trying to make an effort of editing and everything. They deserve a channel or something they can go to. And Hiker Hangout, it would be just the vehicle for them.
Exactly. This is a channel for everybody. It's not for the superstars. We're all normal people. And again, we all started somewhere, you know, and then we've just been hanging out as a group for years now. And that's it. Again, we just keep doing what we love. And we've been sharing and embracing the content within our channels. And we want to make sure we extend that out to you guys. So if we're doing it, we hope that you guys are doing it as well. Make sure you show some love to smaller channels. Even if you're just starting out, embrace the community, drop some comments and share those videos as well.
I have to give kudos to Andy because, like he said, we've been doing this among ourselves for a long time. And just recently, he had the revelation of to go ahead and extend it out into the community. And I think that's great. I have to commend you for that. Thank you, Andy.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're coming up on 1 hour, guys. We really appreciate everyone that's been with us tonight. Happy Friday. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm going to be out on trail trying out my new Trek chair. Very excited about that. Big shout out to Get Out Gear. Thank you so much for extending that to me. I love your products, and I really look forward to trying this on trail. Guys, do you have anything you want to say before we get off on today's episode?
I just say I can't wait to see you both again real soon.
Yeah, it'd be nice to hike with you again, and Nancy, and Rex, and Dexter.
Excellent, guys. Well, hold on. Make sure you don't end the broadcast, but I'm going to go ahead and sign off on the live side. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We definitely appreciate your support. Make sure you check out Tom Walker if you have not already. Subscribe to his channel. Make sure you check out Senior Hiker 77. I don't know if you have not, but obviously you want to subscribe to his channel as well, the legend himself. And again, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit the like button. Definitely appreciate your support. Again, this is all about the community and how we can embrace all. What's that, John?
No, I'm saying bye. I'm saying bye.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.